Now on CoastTV News.
Parking penalties surge, Rehoboth's parking fines skyrocket, the impact on local drivers and the quest for safer streets. Electric car initiative, First State Chevrolet's Solar Leap, how a $220,000 grant revolutionized their operation and paves the way for electric vehicle adoption. Holiday travel turmoil, the rush of Christmas travel, navigate the challenges and learn what to expect on the busiest travel season.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
A new type of parking problem in Rehoboth Beach. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with increased fines in Rehoboth Beach for parallel parking when it's done incorrectly.
Yeah, get this, Charlie. Rehoboth Beach says a lot of cars are parking, honestly, the wrong way, and the city is more than tripling the fine from $15 to $50. Live in Rehoboth Beach is CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber. Elisa, the city says it sees a lot of drivers parallel park with the back of the car facing the front of the spot.
Maddie, take a look at this spot here. So normally you pull straight into the parallel spots, but the city says people are turning around and parking in the opposite direction. Now, how they're doing this is the question, but the city says regardless, this is a safety concern.
Cheryl Bellucci organizes jewelry at the store she works at in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Bellucci thinks increasing the fine for parallel parking incorrectly could be unnecessarily frustrating.
I don't. There are so many fines and they're already exorbitant, and I think people are really upset.
Bellucci believes there are other parking problems that need to be solved first, like the need for more spaces.
My customers are always complaining they can't find parking. It has been a nightmare the last few years, and we have to do something because there's so many more people coming into the Rehoboth. The population's increasing, the visitors are increasing, our tourism is at its all-time high, and I really think it's a problem.
The city explained at the last mayor and commissioners meeting it is concerned about the safety risks parallel parking in the wrong direction could lead to. The city thinks the increased fine is needed because drivers pulling out head-on into traffic during the summer could be dangerous. Other locals agree this is a safety matter that needs to be taken more seriously.
I think that's a good idea because I think it's a safety hazard, just as the city mentioned, but I don't see it that often, especially in the summertime, but in permit parking, I do sometimes see where the cars are facing the opposite direction of the flow of traffic, so I think it's a good idea for the city to do that.
The city said it hopes the increased fine will encourage people to park properly.
The city says people backing into the angle spots, like those ones on Rehoboth Avenue, is another problem it sees, but that fine will remain the same. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, do you at home agree with these increased fines for wrong way parallel parking? Let's take a look at the updated results from the last hour. It was decisive earlier.
It was, and it still is. 70% say they agree with it. And again, I can't stress this enough. It's as if people like drive down the spot, turn around, and park in it the wrong way.
Yeah, just as backwards as you could possibly be there. If you haven't voted yet, you can still do that. Go to coasttvnews.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. We'll show you updated results on Coast TV News at 11.
And we here on Coast TV News researched parking citation fees for other coastal towns that are set in Lewis. A regular parking ticket, run-of-the-mill, it's $40. Ocean City, it's $50. Fees may vary for other parking violations in Lewis and Ocean City specifically. Ocean City, in Bethany Beach, it's $50. And in Fenwick Island, it's $50 or $75, depending on the violations.
Happening now, there is a special election taking place for State Representative District 37, which is the Millsboro and Georgetown area. The election is being held today, and this follows the resignation of former Representative Ruth Briggs King, who moved into a new home over the district line in November. The Delaware Republican Party is formally endorsing Valerie Jones Giltner, and Delaware Democrats nominated Jane Hovington for the seat. The election is taking place until 8 p.m. tonight at assigned polling locations.
And attention, if you're voting in that special elections, Voters who vote at New Life Baptist Fellowship Church, Cannon Road, are closed at Mount Joy Road in Millsboro. Now, the Department of Elections says Cannon Road is open from Route 5, also known as Indian Mission Road. That closure to get to the polling place is due to an emergency road repair.
In a significant move towards sustainability, First State Chevrolet in Georgetown is set to construct a solar array. The solar panels will power the dealership on 113. The array was paid for with a $220,000 grant from USDA Rural Development. This grant will not only power the business with renewable energy, but also prepare it for the adoption of electric vehicles.
In our business, it made sense with electrification of some of our vehicles and some of the things that are going on that this is going to help us long term as a business to defray some of the power costs that we're going to have.
Senator Tom Carper joined the discussion and helped secure the grant, and he was on hand today.
More public hearings for solar farms. A viewer from Seaford sent us this photo of a public hearing that's on River Road, which you see on your screen. According to the sign, a public hearing on that solar farm is January 9th. Multiple proposed solar farms had public hearings in November, and those locations can be found on our website, coasttvnews.com. This River Road hearing is set to start at 1:30 p.m.
For the second time in a year, Records Pond Pier in Laurel is closed. This time, Denrex says it's due to heavy rains that the floating dock was partially submerged due to massive outflow from the dam and broke away.
The company Spazzato poured the concrete pad today for the installation of a large terracotta fountain in the Navigator's Garden at Lake Girard in Rehoboth. According to the city, the fountain was created by terracotta artist Enzo Zago. It was donated to Rehoboth Beach by its sister city, Greve and Chianti. The Rehoboth Beach Sister Cities Association is picking up the tab for the foundation's installation. The fountain is scheduled to be placed and plantings installed by early January.
Let's go ahead now and take a live look outside. This is the Ocean City area. We are a little darker now than we were at the 5 o'clock hour. Our first alert meteorologist Alex Seymour is in for Paul Williams tonight, and he joins us with a look at our weather. Good evening, Alex.
Good evening. Yeah, we've got some pretty quiet conditions out the door this evening. It is chilly, though, so you do want to bundle up if you are spending any appreciable time outside this evening. Hershey Exteriors camera at the 45th Street Tap House in Ocean City. It looks like there's a little bit of crud on the camera, but we've got some pretty quiet conditions. Skies are clear, temps sitting right around 42 degrees this evening in Ocean City. We're going to be falling throughout the 30s throughout the next few hours. Many locations already down into the 30s, so you certainly want to be bundled up spending any time outside. Winds rather calm. They're going to remain calm all night long. As the skies, well, they're going to remain clear. So our shopping forecast for the next few hours, if you have any of that last-minute holiday shopping, last-minute Christmas shopping to get done this evening, temperatures falling into the 30s. Winds will be light, but still, temps down into the 30s. You want to bundle up. It is going to be chilly. And also, well, we've got some pretty quiet conditions coming up for that holiday travel. More on that coming up in just a little bit.
Thank you. An investigation continues after a man died more than a month after a Sussex County crash. Delaware State Police say on November 3rd, a box truck was stopped here at the intersection of Woodland Ferry Road and Woodpecker Road in Seaford. That's when police say the box truck went through the intersection and hit a pickup truck. The two people in the pickup truck were not wearing seatbelts. They were ejected. Now that was again November 3rd. The driver, 58-year-old Edward Jones, died at the hospital this Tuesday, December 19th. Now, anyone who saw that crash in November, they are asked to contact Delaware State Police.
Delaware State Police arrested 32-year-old Marcus Eckerd from Salisbury on multiple charges. Police say the arrest happened Tuesday in Bridgeville when Eckerd was driving on the wrong side of the road. Troopers say he failed to stop for police. After a short pursuit, they say Eckerd was arrested. He showed signs of impairment. According to police, troopers found drug-related tools and a concealed handgun during a car search. Eckerd is facing several charges, including carrying a concealed weapon and DUI.
The Delaware State Housing Authority announces the opening of Downtown Development District's rebate program. With over $5 million, the initiative aims to revitalize 12 Delaware downtowns, including Georgetown, Milford, Seaford, and Laurel. The goal is to encourage private investment and job growth. The Housing Authority says large projects can apply for up to over $3 million. Small projects can get $2 million in rebates until February 27th.
Happening right now. AAA says this year is expected to be the second highest travel year on record. Live on Route 1 is Coast TV News reporter Charles Reiner. Charles, it is a busy day on the coast.
Charlie, it's already really busy here on Route 1. Take a look over here on my shoulder. You can see all of the traffic that's heading both northbound and southbound here on Coastal Highway. I've been out here for a pretty decent portion of the day just checking out the traffic scene, seeing how people are traveling, and I can say it's been pretty consistently just like this here on Coastal Highway. Now, according to AAA, around 300,000 Delawareans are expected to be hitting the road this coming weekend. It is expected to be the second busiest holiday travel season on record, only being beaten out by 2019. Now, 90% of those travelers are expected to go by car, so the agency is asking people to take that into account if they're planning on taking a drive to see their friends, family, or loved ones this holiday weekend.
AAA anticipates that the peak travel times on Saturday will be between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. So if that's something that you want to avoid on the way to your holiday destination, we recommend travel during off-peak times. Get up early in the morning and hit the road, or wait until later in the day after 7 or 8 o'clock at night.
As you heard Tidwell say, the busiest travel day is expected to be this coming Saturday. However, she did also tell me that another day that's expected to be pretty busy is the day after Christmas. I'm Charles Reiner, live on Route 1, Coast TV News.
Be sure to tune in to Coast TV News Christmas Eve and Christmas Day for our Del Marvelous Christmas special. Our special will play Christmas Eve here at 11 p.m. and on Christmas Day at 5 p.m. It's full of holiday cheer and celebrations you simply don't want to miss. And we have a lot more news to get to this evening.
Wondering what to do with your live Christmas tree after the holidays? We will share with you innovative recycling ideas for your tree.
A quiet evening here along the coast, and the weather looks to stay calm through Christmas Day. I'll have your holiday travel forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Flipping through pages of grief. How one Milford veteran is hoping to help other people battling mental health issues. That story when we're back in just 60 seconds.
Is your home ready for the holidays? It's not too late. Shop now, take your purchase with you, and get an extra 20% off. This beautiful classic sofa is now only $699.95. Get to Johnny Janosic now.
We decided to do upgrades on our house that we had built ourselves. We were looking for a particular company that would be on the same page we were as far as craftsmanship and take pride in a job well done. Now we're having the bathroom done, and we went with Spicer Brothers. I've never seen anything as fast and as efficient.
Unbelievable how quick he is for a one-man show.
He has a passion for his craft, and he's so efficient. We're just so tickled to death to have him.
So before you sign, keep Bass by Spicer Brothers in mind.
Is your home ready for the holidays? It's not too late. Shop now, take your purchase with you, and get an extra 20% off. This all-leather sofa is now only $1499.95. Get to Johnny Janosic now.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Here's a scenario. You're in the military in a foreign land and you're suffering from depression. An Air Force veteran living right here in Milford experienced these challenges firsthand.
As Coast TV News' Tori Seagraves shows us, Melissa Legates hopes to use this to help others suffering from mental illness.
This is Melissa Legates receiving her American flag when Legates retired from the United States Air Force as a Master Sergeant in 2009. Legates proudly served 2 tours in Iraq near landmarks like this, but discovered that her mental health was on the brink.
I had never seen any war or blood and gore, but I was still scared for my life. And when I got home, I found myself really depressed and looking at telephone poles and wondering how I could just end my life without letting anyone know that I had done that.
Legates began to write down her experiences and her journey to a healthier mind through religion and positive practices in 2015.
Every chapter has my story and then key revelations of what I learned throughout that chapter, and also a prayer.
According to a 2022 report by the Department of Veterans Affairs, in 2020, there were over 6,000 veteran suicides. That averages to nearly 17 veterans taking their own lives every day. But Legates wants other veterans to know that, much like on the battlefield, they do not have to fight alone.
I want them to know that there are things that they can do to get themselves out of that rut and then reach back and help other people get themselves out of mental anguish as well.
Legates plans to come out with a second book focused more on the current resources for airmen struggling with mental health. I'm Tori Seagraves in Milford, Coast TV News.
Well, warmer weather will be building in for the holiday weekend here along the coast. I'll let you know just how warm Christmas will be coming up just after the break.
Live your best life with Luxury Motors. Discover your perfect ride with our ever-changing inventory of carefully curated luxury pre-owned vehicles. High quality, low mileage, luxury. With full confidence that you're getting the best value. Luxury Motors of Rehoboth Beach on the Forgotten Mile by the Bridge. On-site financing available. And if you're looking to sell your luxury vehicle, stop by and we'll make you an offer. Luxury Motors of Rehoboth Beach.
This is like our forever home. This was the last piece of the puzzle. Pinnacle concrete coating actually showed me this particular floor here, which is tidal wave. I was told, I'm done. I'm good. Just let's start. When it was done, I probably sat out there for 20 minutes and just staring at the product before I went back into the house. This is not a garage, this is an extension of my home. I'm just thrilled to death with this floor. We get a discount for being a veteran. It made you real warm and fuzzy knowing that you're dealing with somebody like that. You know, I'm just impressed with what they did, it was awesome.
As the premier custom home builder for the Delmarva Peninsula, Bay to Beach Builders is familiar with having hope, like the hope of getting in right before Christmas. There's the hope that the kitchen brings the family together. And there's always hope that an evening by the fire just feels like home. But most importantly, our hope is in Christ. In an uncertain world, God sent His Son so that we may receive peace and joy this Christmas season.
Feel the magic of the season as you wander your way through an immersive winter wonderland at Ocean City, Maryland's Winterfest of Lights. Let imagination flourish at Northside Park with thousands of twinkling lights and larger-than-life animated Christmas scenes. Sip hot chocolate, snap a photo with Santa, and enjoy the array of holiday exhibits under the illuminating holiday lights. Find your magic at Winterfest of Lights, an Ocean City, Maryland family tradition. Open November 16th through December 31st. Get tickets at oceocean.com or Northside Park.
From everyone at Bennett Termite and Pest Solutions, we'd like to say thank you for your continued loyalty and faith in us. While we continue to put our best fleet forward, put your feet up and have a well-deserved rest this Christmas. And let every day of the holiday season be filled with joy. And remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
It's a quiet evening across Delmarva, but it is rather chilly, so you certainly want to grab a jacket if you are heading out at all this evening, maybe to get some of that last-minute Christmas shopping done, or maybe you're already heading out to the airports around the region to get that holiday travel in as you're heading out to visit some relatives. You want to bundle up for this evening. Orsted camera in West Ocean City this evening. Skies are clear. It is a pretty quiet evening all across Delmarva. Temp sitting right around 42 degrees in West Ocean City. Other locations already down into the 30s. It's 36 degrees in Ocean Pines this evening. It's 38 in Bethany Beach, 39 in Rehoboth Beach, 37 in Milton, and 35 degrees in Selbyville. Temps, they're going to continue to fall. We're going to be in the 20s overnight tonight. Winds, rather calm. The wind's not going to be an issue today, tomorrow, really for the next several days. Skies pretty much clear. We're going to remain with those mainly clear skies throughout the next couple of days. For Saturday, it does get a little bit cloudy, but really not too huge of a concern. Let's look at the travel delays across the country at the airports. Not too many issues except along the West Coast. So if you are traveling out to the West Coast, we're seeing those travel delays into the Seattle airport, and then also travel issues heading into Los Angeles. There's a big storm moving into California. That's going to be causing some issues. A little bit of rain across the middle of the country, but no issues at the airports. But just know that if you are traveling maybe towards Dallas, Houston, towards Wichita, Kansas, Oklahoma City, you're going to be dealing with a little bit of wet weather. Elsewhere, it's pretty dry. It's travel forecast for tomorrow. If you're heading out of the Philadelphia airport or the Baltimore airport, it's pretty similar conditions. We're going to be seeing pretty cold conditions in the morning hours. So you want to bundle up as you're heading to the airport, but flying out, no issues. No delays likely. Afternoon hours, pretty similar situation. We're going to be talking about mainly clear skies, and that continues all the way through the evening hours here on Delmarva. If you're hitting the roadways, it's going to be pretty quiet also. We're expecting sunshine tomorrow, another day of sunshine, just some pretty chilly temps. So our travel hazard for the next several days, Friday afternoon, a little bit of snow, a little bit of rain across the Pacific Northwest, a little bit of rain across the desert Southwest. Outside of that, not a whole lot going on. But it's once we get towards Saturday that our storm system starts to develop. Maybe if you're heading towards Denver, Colorado, towards Dallas, Houston, rain, snow, all kinds of wet weather. That is with a developing storm system that's going to bring some messy weather across the country on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And then this all eventually works its way towards our area as we head towards Tuesday and Wednesday. But thankfully, it's after Christmas Day. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 7-day forecast. Chilly day tomorrow, but then we're in the 50s Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Christmas Day, 57 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Rain on Kwanzaa, and then more rain again next Wednesday.
Thank you, Alex. Christmas is almost here, and you may wonder what you're going to do with your live tree after the holiday. There are a few ways to recycle your tree this year, according to the Delaware Department of Agriculture. The department says to make sure your tree is completely undecorated before you recycle it. Reach out to your local livestock owner and see if they would like the tree for their animals. Pine trees can be a tasty snack or a fun enrichment activity for their livestock. Set your tree in your backyard and decorate it with edible ornaments to feed to wildlife. You can also use pine cones, peanut butter, birdseed, berries, or apples. We love decorating for the holidays and seeing your homes. This is one of my favorite things we do here. Take a look at your screen. It is a cute holiday house from Olivia Brea from Rehoboth Beach. She sent a photo of her dog, Chewy, posing with the holiday decorations. You gotta love that. Thank you. Look how cute that is. You can send your pictures and videos to coasttvnews.com/holidayhouse.
With the holiday season comes the Bless Our Children campaign. And look at this. We've already collected over $295,000 to help provide Christmas for children who might go without. But as we all know, this year it's not easy for many. So here's a look at some of the viewers who have helped us.
Our tree is filling up, but Bless Our Children continues. And as we get closer to the holiday itself, Santa on his way. This is a great card in from Bert and Carol Scheck in Milton. Remember, you do still have time to donate to get those cards in as well. Go to blessourchildren.org.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good evening, sports fans. In our DSN game of the night, Lake Forest boys basketball is traveling to Cape Henlopen. But first, in the NHL tonight, the Philadelphia Flyers are hoping to earn their 4th straight win tonight as they host the Nashville Predators. This is the second time these squads will meet up this season, after the Predators defeated the Flyers 3-2 last week. Philly is in second in the Metro Division, coming off an overtime win over the New Jersey Devils, and has won 7 of their last 8 games. Nashville is 18-14 overall and 7-7 on the road this season. Puck drop is at 7 p.m. at Philly. To boys hoops, a Henlopen clash between the 3-1 Cape Vikings and the undefeated Lake Forest Spartans. Lake Forest has taken 5 games this season, and the only close ones were a 3-point win over Salisbury School to start the season and 50-43 victory over Delmar 1 week ago. Lake Forest is led by Darius Miller, averaging just over 23 points a game. On the other hand, Cape is coming off a loss to Dover, but earned 3 straight wins over Delmarva Christian, Smyrna, and Sussex Central to begin their season. Center Jake Shell dropped 20 points in Cape's last game, but it won't be easy to get back in the win column tonight. Check out this game live on DSN right now. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
Delmarva's Holiday House is brought to you by Bay to Beach Builders.
At Boscov's, find your last-minute gifts at the lowest prices guaranteed. Spectacular gifts that sparkle. 50 to 60% plus an extra 10% off our entire stock of Nova Star Lab diamond jewelry. Entire stock of Dooney & Burke handbags are 25 to 40% off. Ladies fashion boots just $19.99. We have ladies Spider and Avalanche activewear for workouts and weekends. $19.99 to $24.99. We have the gifts at the lowest prices guaranteed. Shop Boscov's.
The Today Show, weekdays at 7 on Coast TV.
Discover your future with Sussex Tech Adult Education. We offer registered apprenticeship and health profession programs and much more, which will prepare you for everything you need to succeed in your new career, providing hands-on experience with classes taught by professionals from every industry. Sussex Tech will assist our graduates in finding their new career opportunity. To learn more about how you can earn your professional credentials that can change your life, check out Sussex Tech Adult Education online.
Your future is waiting for you at Sussex Tech Adult Education. Are you dreaming of the perfect outdoor space where you can relax and entertain? Look no further than Delmarva's most trusted partner, Spicer Brothers. We pride ourselves on superior craftsmanship and only use the finest materials to create beautiful, durable decks. From classic wooden decks to low-maintenance PVC materials, we have the perfect solution for you. And right now, get a free Green Mountain Grill with your new deck. Plus, enjoy 0% financing with no payments and no interest for 18 months. Spicer Brothers, turning homeowners' dreams into reality for over 20 years.
Bring the mat to your living room. From the first takedown to the last pin, high school wrestling lives here on Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
My darling granddaughter, this camera was given to me when I was your age. May it capture your big, beautiful life the way it did mine.
It's so surprising what the little things can do. Wouldn't it be wonderful if everybody
Oh, Merry Christmas, Grandmother.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
We've got one more chilly day on the way with temps in the mid-40s Friday afternoon before we climb in the 50s for the holiday week, and Christmas Day up to 57 degrees, Christmas Eve 54. Rain on the way for Kwanzaa, and then next Wednesday we do dry out as we head into New Year's weekend.
Alex, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
We're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.